This podcast was produced on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome to Australia.
Aussie.
This is kind of tragic.
Someone who is such a connoisseur of reality television.
The content is hideous.
So sorry about this. Oh my God.
It's like a well-oiled machine at this point, isn't it?
It is,
Christian.
dog.
We
Yes,
know
I'm
the
back
drill.
again.
You're back. You've got your spot on the couch, tiny dog
I know.
upon you.
Little Frida.
Yeah. You've had a big day.
I know, big day for the gays. Well, mainly for us
Yeah.
theatre gays.
Yes.
It was the Tony Awards.
What time does she start?
So today...
Is it
the
like a
official-
Eurovision situation? Like
Almost-
5 a.m.?
Almost. Well, especially on the... It's always going to be Queen's birthday weekend for me.
It's still Queen's
It's
birthday
still
to me,
Queen's
doll.
birthday weekend
Yeah.
to me, doll. Especially on the Queen's birthday weekend, because obviously you've got your parties and stuff, which I did not go to this year. I didn't have the strength.
Yeah, good
'cause
on
I
you.
knew
And there
that
were plenty of
there
parties.
were plenty of parties, but we had a 8:40 a.m. kickoff.
Fuck yeah. Do you know what? That's my kind of party.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. I mean, still, yeah. So they did the pre-show, and then the main event happened at 10 a.m. with Cynthia Erivo hosting.
Stunning.
So she's, got her fabulous nails in every pie at the moment, holding
Sharp
space everywhere she
nails.
can. And she was really good. It was really
Did
interesting.
they make a holding space joke?
Of course they did. She
Just
grabbed
the one?
Oprah's finger. Yeah, she only did one joke,
Okay,
and
that's
she grabbed
good.
Oprah's finger at the start, because Oprah kind of like sent her on her way to host it, which was quite
Oh,
cute.
that's cute.
Yeah.
Oprah, who I heard is hanging out backstage with Sarah Snook.
I know, she was. She's, yes.
And you know when Oprah gives something her blessing, everyone's going to want to finally get involved
Well,
now.
exactly.
Did she do
and
the same thing with like Hannah Gadsby back
I
in the
think
day?
so,
I think it was Oprah
yeah.
that was like, go watch this special. And then next thing you
Yeah.
know, like Nanette was like
Yeah.
huge.
And it was like, it was obviously a really big year for the Tonys, because you had obviously Sarah Snook, who won.
Yes.
Incredible for Dorian Gray, which was started here.
Yes.
And shout out to
you
Erin
saw
Jean,
that here,
yeah.
right? Oh my God.
And shout out to Erin Jean Norville and Nikki Shields, who
Yeah.
originated the role here.
Oh.
Extraordinary. And the thing that I love about Sarah's journey on the Tony Awards circuit is that she's been shouting out the two of them the entire way. Like, what a class
fucking
act.
queen.
Like, what a queen. So she won, which was great.
From all reports,
Mm.
so it's still on
Yeah.
Sarah Snook, because we're all 5 degrees away from her. Cause
Oh, yeah,
there's 5 people that
absolutely.
live in Australia.
Yeah.
But from all reports, like people that I know that know her and whatever,
Yeah.
she's like fucking legend.
An absolute
and she's
delight,
like
yeah.
down. She's down to party.
Absolutely, yeah. She'll still be partying now,
yeah.
because they've still
yeah.
going off.
Cola
Yeah.
Scholar in
Cola
that
Scholar,
gown.
a reference
honey.
to Bernadette Peters winning in 1999. Like, of course, the nicheness
Bitch.
that Cole will go to.
Bitch.
And like, I saw O'Mary when I went to New York, and it is
Oh,
the
you
most.
did?
I didn't see Cole. I saw Betty Gilpin from
Okay.
Glow, who was
Yeah,
also
still
extraordinary.
fantastic, yeah.
And Titus Burgess has done the role as well. I would kill to see
Mm-hmm.
Titus do it. But like, Cole is just like, we're really in a comedic. Like, we're witnessing the era of this comedic genius coming to.
I cannot wait to
And
see what's next.
It's just this unhinged. It feels almost like a
Yeah.
John Waters kind of.
How is Cole like? I know. People get it, and
Yeah.
like, the right people do, right?
Yeah.
The genius that is Cola Scholar.
Yeah.
But like, how do they not have just like every TV network
I know.
throwing money? Like, there should be like an auction for
Yeah.
who wants. There needs to be so
and
much
everything
more
they're in,
coming
they're just
out of it.
extraordinary. And like,
Yeah.
you remember like when they were in Search Party,
This-
which is one of the
character
greatest.
in Search Party.
Like the whole pretending to be Susan Sarandon thing for like 6 episodes. Extraordinary stuff. Like, this Cole is a genius, and also the first openly non-binary person to win a leading acting
Wow.
category in a play, which is
Stunning.
extraordinary. So an extraordinary
That's
night
shocking
for Cole.
to me, but also whatever.
I know. Well, they still have gendered categories, you know.
Of
Like, it's
course.
still, so they won in the best male actor
Oh.
category, but wearing a fucking Bernadette Peters weave and dress. So shout out to Cole. What an absolute.
If that's an appropriate look, somewhere it's the Tonys.
Exactly.
Let's be honest.
But of course, the big award of the night
Mm-hmm.
was Best Actress in a Musical. Now, this had been
Yeah.
always with these awards. It's about whether it's the Oscars or this. The gays care about this category.
This is the
most.
one.
And you had the most stacked category you could ever imagine. You had the two girls, Megan Hilty and Jennifer Simard, for Death Becomes Her, who were both incredible. You had newcomer Jasmine Amy, I think it's Rogers from Boop. which is about Betty Boop, which I didn't see.
Okay.
It wasn't on when I got there. And then you had like Audra McDonald, 6-time Tony Award winner, playing the biggest role in musical theatre for a woman, Mama Rose in Gypsy, and Nicole Scherzinger making her Broadway debut in what I considered to be a once-in-a-lifetime performance.
Did you see it?
I saw it 4 times.
Oh my God.
I saw it once in London.
You are
I'm a homosexual.
Because I heard so much fucking buzz about that.
It was. So I saw it
that
once.
permeated my non-theatre
So
circles.
I planned my New York trip based around seeing it in London.
Yeah.
I was like, this performance shouldn't work. On paper, she's playing a faded film star. It's normally, I mean, it's associated with Glenn Close. It's associated. Her main claim to fame, obviously, is Pussycat Dolls.
Yes. This is a comeback from that, because they were pitching the Pussycat Dolls to come back in like 2020
with that banger of a song,
React, which that song was.
banger.
But then COVID, because it was like a club hit.
It was
but
so
like
good.
there was no club, so I feel like COVID kind of killed the Pussycat Dolls.
It really
which
did.
Is honestly,
and we might not have got
a crime.
I agree, and she's definitely not going back to that now.
No.
And when I tell you that this is one of, if not the greatest performances I've ever seen on a stage.
Yeah.
It's not just her singing, which we know, like she's always had it.
We know she can do the
the
puss shush
exactly
dance move.
And she's always been a belter. But when I tell you it's the most like extraordinary acting performance, and it's just, it feels like you anyone that was watching it, it feels like a once in a lifetime performance. And then obviously she made a comment at the end of last year on social media about a certain hat.
Oh, that's right.
Make Jesus
that
First Again hat.
Oh my God.
So there was all this stuff, and then
We've
obviously
lost another one.
Then it was looking like it was, and look, Nicole was very, she didn't outright say who she voted for, but she was like, she's always been very supportive of the queer community and stuff. Yeah. And she's a God botherer.
She gives me aggressive MAGA energy.
You think
like,
so?
There is nothing more MAGA capitalist pig to me than swishing your hair around on a stool for Robin Anton and Mikey Minden and that creepy Geffen Records guy.
Yes.
You watched that show, right?
Yeah.
Search for the Next Doll.
Oh my God.
Off. That show was everything.
But so gross.
They're creepy. But that show had a creepy
absolutely.
MAGA air about it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't that shocked. But
no.
But she's smart to keep her mouth shut.
She's smart to keep her mouth shut. And she went... And so that looked like it had derailed the campaign. But then she found a lot of love in the community. And people seem to... And, she's mates with Cole. They've been hanging out and stuff. So, we'll leave it to what happened between all of them. But regardless, extraordinary performance. Then Audra McDonald obviously had, this legendary career. And I consider her to be the greatest living Broadway star. Like, what she does is extraordinary. I saw her do Gypsy, and controversially, I thought she was a little miscast. Still a great performance, but she's not completely right for the role, but still she can do no wrong in a lot of people's eyes, so I get it. But obviously in the last couple of weeks there was a huge scandal with Patti LuPone. So Patti LuPone,
which I love this shit so much. This is my favorite kind of scandal where it's like they haven't like specifically done anything. It's just like that person is a cunt.
Exactly. And this had not been like, we haven't had a scandal like in the Broadway community for a long time. Like it's pretty open, like safe space for a lot of people, but not with Patti apparently. She'll tell it like it is.
Do you know what? I say good. She's earned the right.
To be for better or worse, she's earned the right to be an absolute cunt.
Like, so who's saying this? Is it just everyone in the biz slowly coming out?
And
have they got receipts? Yeah.
Well,
what are the receipts?
Well, the receipts are basically what happened was that she was doing a play with Mia Farrow, and next door was Hell's Kitchen, the Alicia Keys musical. So it's a loud musical. And look, these theatres were built in the 1800s.
There was an Alicia Keys
I know. There you go. Welcome. This is your education, everyone.
This is so good.
In the 1800s, these theatres were built. So they're not exactly the most soundproof of things. But like when you're in a Broadway theatre, you hear sirens, you hear that, like you can hear the other theatres. Like it's fine. But Patti was not happy because she was in a two-hander play. So
Yeah.
she got up in arms and tried to get them to lower the sound. And Keisha
Which,
Lewis,
Not a good look. When
not a
it's-
good look.
Yeah.
And for a majority, a majority
Yes.
BIPOC cast.
Yes. And
Um,
you're an old white lady.
exactly.
Being like, keep that racket down.
Exactly. And-
Great.
and so
This writes
And
itself.
so Keisha Lewis, who won the Tony for Best Featured Actress for Hell's Kitchen, came out and said that what Paddy was doing was coming from enormous privilege, yes, and that it was microaggressive and entrenched in sort of racist
yeah.
rhetoric.
She's an old white lady.
Yeah.
Duh.
And
Are we surprised?
Audra gave some emojis in the comments. And then there was this New York interview with Paddy, which was and she was awful to Keisha, basically called her a bitch and said, what do you know? You call yourself a Broadway legend. You've been in 11 shows. I've been in 25. Like, it was horrible.
Wow. But who's counting?
Who's counting? Well, Paddy, apparently. And I love in the interview, it's like, she's looking up, she's like, she Googles it. And then the interviewer's like, underneath, it's like, it's actually this number. She was wrong, which I thought was fantastic. And then the interviewer asked her about Audra. And she goes, well, yeah, Audra would do that. We're not friends. We haven't talked in 10 years. So this whole thing came out that Paddy was
very
going
Real Housewives.
after... Yeah, that it
It's very-
was.
we're just acquaintances.
We are. And that Paddy was going after the darling of Broadway. Literally, that everyone loves.
Yeah, it's Nicole and Terry at the Melbourne
It is
Cup.
Nicole and Terry at the Melbourne Cup. So there was looking like that Audra could get it. And then... Nicole waved through,
which
and it was completely deserved. And it's
were people shooketh?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think
There was so much buzz.
It was always going to be the two of either one of them. So it was a flip a coin at this
And
point.
it kind of makes more sense for it's more of a win for Nicole because
It
this
is.
is like a new space for
It's
her
a
to
huge
occupy.
comeback. It's an extraordinary once in a lifetime performance.
Yeah.
She might never ever have anything like this again. Audra will probably win another 8 Tonys, so she's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And look, absolute legend. And yeah, so
Paddy,
it was
nowhere to be seen.
And Paddy was not there. She was not at the
Ooh.
ceremony.
Noticeably not present.
absent.
Wow.
And Oprah made a dig as well. She goes, well, this is a category that got a lot of talking. And I was like, fabulous, giving Paddy some shade.
Well, I hear that we're getting some Paddy on my favorite show.
Oh.
And just like that. Apparently she's going to feature in a multi-episode story arc.
With a fabulous wig. And you
Yeah.
know how I feel about wigs.
Yeah.
So,
And what, she's going to be the mum of that like Twinkie Italian gay that
Yeah.
the like friend is. Oh, fuck.
yeah, I mean, she is Italian, but I don't think she's done an Italian
It's-
accent in about 50 years.
It's going to be
so
great.
it's going to be... And look, this show is great.
It can't get any worse. So you might as well throw Paddy in a wig
It's like, I saw the best tweet the other day that basically said, it was this girl was like, is ChatGPT down for anyone else? I'm a writer and just like that, and I need to finish my deadline. And is there
Incredible.
anything truer than like, this is a ChatGPT written show?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the particular references that the chatbot is sourcing from has never been to New York before.
And actually
Like,
never actually watched Sex and the City.
Yeah,
I
never
think.
watched it. These women are completely different people at this
Like
point.
Miranda.
Oh
what
my
the hell
god,
has
they have
happened
just
to her?
murdered Miranda.
Yeah, and I think I just hope Cynthia. Well, she's obviously getting paid
Yeah.
through the nose because I don't think she would be liking the path that the
They
character.
better be.
Like, God, it's just insulting.
Yeah, they really like. Because I thought last season with the alcoholic storyline, I was like, oh, this is tragic. And I thought maybe this season they were going to make her like her fierce, fabulous comeback. But I feel like they're just making her even more miserable.
They're making her more miserable, and they're kind of making her like almost like the butt of the jokes. Like,
Yeah.
she's become kind of the Charlotte, which is.
I know.
And I find the whole thing so weird.
And let her have some fun. Like, I was so here for her fucking Rosie O'Donnell in the first
That
episode.
was
That
a-
was amazing.
Yeah, and-
I was like, yes. I was
Yeah.
like, finally, thank you, Rosie, for
Yeah.
for your service to the show.
playing a nun.
But
a
then,
virgin
oh, the
nun.
see, that was great, and I thought
Yeah.
that was going to go like if that was Sex and the City, that would have gone somewhere,
Yeah.
and it would have ended in some hilarious thing
Yeah.
where I don't know, Miranda goes on a crazy journey
But
through
there's-
New York as
There's
a
literally no cause and effect in any
no,
storyline
no.
in this show
People
at
come in,
all.
they're like, hi. Also, I feel like Carrie is just this judgy cunt
Oh.
that is so tone deaf talking about her her backyard renovation in New
Oh
York. I'm like,
my
bitch,
God.
like
That-
relatable
It
content.
is literally like she has become the most first world problem person
Oh.
imaginable. It is just like it's like
exactly.
it's kind of repulsive. Like
She's a fucking bitch, and then she's like, she's like poo-pooing everything everyone does.
I know.
including herself. Oh my god, when she dictated that voice message
I
into her
know.
phone to then delete it, I had to pause. I was like, I was so mad
We
at
spent
the
a
show.
minute
I was
and
like,
a
there was a
half.
minute, and
Yeah.
for her to then not send that,
Exactly.
I was pissed
exclamation
off.
point! Exclamation point!
Yeah,
Exclamation
and
point!
the rats, and I want to buy this table. Buy the fucking table, Carrie. How
Yeah.
is that a storyline? Buy the,
whole
table.
story, and that-
Shut up.
And case in point, how is this a storyline? The whole fucking episode around Miranda is based
Yeah.
around her loving a reality TV show.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
so this was actually very us coded.
This I felt personally attacked.
Yeah, I felt
This-
personally attacked.
This storyline is operating in another time
Another time.
where it was still socially acceptable to shame people for watching reality TV.
Absolutely.
And guess what? That time is gone.
Boom.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I'm like, are we still doing this?
Yeah.
Like, oh, my guilty pleasure. No, bitch. Bravo's ratings are through the roof. Shut up.
Exactly. Like,
Like, we are all addicted to this shit. And it's great.
yeah, and I just found the whole thing, this is all you're giving her? This is all you're giving her?
I like that it was like a bisexual like island dating show.
I
Was it
would
called
watch-
Bi
I would
Bigger?
actually
I was
watch
like,
that.
I would watch
That's
this show.
fabulous, yeah.
It was finally, I was like, something piqued my interest in this universe. But then to have the whole storyline be so that she can hit on the like guac waitress.
And then the guac waitress is
It's
like,
like-
no, I just watch reality TV.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
the
bitch.
line where she's like, no, she's like, oh, well, I thought you were queer because you watch this show. And she's like, well, I watch Walking Dead and I'm not a zombie.
That line was like homophobic.
That was, yeah.
It was like, I felt very like, what next? We let gays get married.
I know.
We'll be marrying goats and chickens.
Exactly.
Fuck
the whole
off.
thing is just,
Like,
but I can't get enough of
I
this
can't
show.
wait. It's my favorite show. Every week I'm like, yes.
Like, has there
Bin
ever been a show
fire.
this awful that's been renewed for 3 seasons? I don't know.
Gotta be. But
But like, this is truly atrocious, and it's just going. It's
do you know what my theory? So I feel this show is more closely related to the Gossip Girl universe
Yes,
than the
agreed.
Sex and the City universe. They feel like Gossip Girl
Well, we
characters
had a
because they're
whole-
out of touch rich people.
and literally there are a storyline about Ivy League schools
That-
and all
that's
that.
what did it
with
for me.
The fabulous Kirsten Shaw completely wasted.
Yes,
Like, what was she doing
I
with that? All
know.
these
That's
people that
like,
are, like, wasted in
Bob's
this show.
Burgers. What's the girl in Bob's
She's
Burgers? She's a voice actor. in-
Louise.
Yeah, Louise. Yeah,
Yep.
I love her. And then for her
Incredible.
to just be this like horrible
With
character.
no comedy whatsoever.
No.
It was like, why did you hire
You
her?
don't put her in something unless it's going to be like lols per minute.
Exactly.
And then that was for me. I was like, that's a Gossip Girl storyline. Like,
Totally.
and I love how it's just like the things people do. It's like, yeah, the things rich people do.
That's the thing. There is no.
Fuck.
At least, I mean, it was always glamorized, obviously, Sex and the City, and you
Yeah.
obviously had Carrie. How could she afford to live in this apartment on, writing one column a week?
It's Trump's America.
It's Trump's America. But like,
we
at
can't
least-
have anything
We
anymore.
can't.
We get and just like that.
And it's just like they've completely abandoned all the characters, and now we have these new characters. Like, I can't remember her name because I'm so not invested. But
Seema.
Nicole Ari Parker, the other one, that's
LTW.
the documentary
Oh
filmmaker.
my! I cannot stand this character.
Like, what's the point?
And some of so we haven't even got into the fashion choices.
Oh my god!
Like, obviously the fucking hat.
Which hat.
I text
Strawberry
Maria
shortcake
Angelico and I was like, Victoria Montano's off the hook for worst hat.
Absolutely, yeah.
We finally had
But without a hint
hat.
of irony or wink at the camera, they're like, no, this is fashion.
She's just wandering through like fucking Central Park in that hat.
With a little
Come
Miss
on.
Shortcake hat. Yeah.
Someone would like say something.
Like, you would laugh. Like, you would. Like, New York
Even her
fashion,
friend
yeah,
was just like, "Oh yeah, hey
That's-
Carrie, how you doing?"
That's
She wasn't
not-
like, "Girl."
like, there's New York fashion, and this is not it. Even, like, outrageous New York fashion, this is not it.
But LTW was Lisa Todwick, which that's such a dumb name.
Yeah.
That's AI generated character
absolutely.
producing. But she has been wearing some fucked jewelry, like the
baubles?
the baubles,
Like, I'm surprised she still
Honey.
doesn't have a neck injury.
and some
Like, death becomes
earrings.
her. Like, why isn't her neck twisted?
Also, it's
Yeah.
very like, okay, we're putting like a person of color in like fucking Lion King.
totally.
Seriously, it's not
And
cool.
there's just no stakes to anything that anyone's doing. She's like, oh, I can't sleep because I've got to do a pitch.
I feel like
that it's-
so clearly, like Michelle Obama is going to be in the show, right?
Yeah,
Because why
surely.
else would they set that up?
Yeah.
Actually, knowing
No,
this
they
fucking
might.
show,
We'll never
they-
hear about it again.
Yeah, she changes careers. She's
Changes
like, oh, the
careers.
documentary. No, I
Yeah.
stopped doing that years ago.
No, she's probably going into Ivy League uni consulting. Like, she's going to get a brainstorm.
she's just found a new,
She's found a new thing.
lucrative career.
And like Samira's like, it's Samira, isn't it?
Seema.
Seema, sorry.
Oh
yeah.
my god! So her last episode, I was like, are we supposed to like this woman?
I know.
She's being a fucking
And
cunt.
there was a little bit of glimmer of hope in like last season. I thought where you're like, oh, this could
She
be
was kind of cunty and fabulous
yeah,
last season.
But now there's nothing.
No
to
redeemable.
attach to.
Yeah, because last season she was kind of like sips cigarette, like, I'm a fierce woman, and you were kind of
Yeah.
like, okay. But now those dates she went on, just like, but the writing was so bad because they could have done it in a way where she was nice to these men, but but they were predictable.
Yeah.
But instead, she did it in this like fortune teller way where she was like, let me guess, your name is James. And I'm like, why is she doing this?
Like this is they've obviously put her in to fill the Samantha gap,
Mm.
but like Samantha would never act like this. There's no like, it's just as I said, like we've got no through line with any character. They just change who they are like in the blink of an eye. We've got that. Remember the professor? She's not even in it anymore. Like, she's
yeah,
just
and I mean,
disappeared, and who can blame
R.I.P.
her?
Che Diaz. At this point, I'm like, bring back Che Diaz.
I know, like literally,
Like,
we'll take it.
I actually need that.
I know, just bring back Che, just for a guest cameo.
But
Maybe a showdown with the Virgin Nun. That'd be great.
Yes, maybe that would actually be a great little like Easter egg to just have like Rosie O'Donnell and Che Diaz like holding hands in the background.
Yeah. They found each other.
So good.
They're singing for good in the background.
Well, I certainly will be tuning in
Every single week,
every
like,
fucking week
Hook me
for
up.
this dumpster fire. The other show that's just started is a new Bravo one, also set in New York City with a different generation. It's called Next Gen NYC.
Tell me everything.
I love this.
Yeah.
It's looking promising already. It's a lot of the kids of the housewives.
Oh,
So you've got Brooks Marks.
Yeah.
Meredith Marks' son.
Oh,
You've
God.
got Gia
He's been
Giudice.
gagging for a TV
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
hasn't he?
Yeah. Bunch of Bravo Nepo babies,
Yeah.
basically. Just like pissing up their like allowance money in New York. It's so good.
Oh, great.
It's a great like double feature with And Just Like That because it's
Now, is this
very-
on everyone's affordable streaming service, Hey You?
Sure. Yeah, no, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
fabulous. Good.
I
Only $7.95. Yeah.
I only watch shows on Hey You. But no, we're here tonight to discuss the slog of winter, which is the marathon that is MasterChef.
Are we only a quarter
Back to
of the way
win.
through
I think
it,
we're
Sue?
halfway.
We are
I think there is
halfway?
50 episodes, and we are at we're at like 25 or something. 24.
yeah, it's
I think
definitely
we
like-
just finished episode 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about Love Triangle the other week.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you must watch UK season 2.
Oh, is it good?
It is
Okay.
extraordinary, and I hope they bring some of the things that they've put in that into the
Oh,
Aussie.
okay. Will
Changes
do.
the whole show. Loved it. But we were talking about Love Triangle and how economic it was, and the fact that you could like you had your 7 episodes and a reunion
In this
making
economy.
8, you know, and whereas this, like, it is a hard commit because the free to air model isn't really.
Yeah. Look, this is the Australian content quota at
Yeah,
play. Which,
absolutely.
like, with Survivor, you're kind of like, fuck yeah, because that's so good. And, like, I love MasterChef.
Yeah.
I think back in the day, I know I must have just been, like, doing less with my life.
I think
and
so.
I think I was just
we
boring.
didn't have as many apps, I think,
Yeah.
you know, and all
it was
that
a
stuff.
great
Yeah.
COVID show because you could, like,
Oh,
cook,
yeah.
cook along.
Yeah.
And not leave the house, and it was on every night too. Like, great. But yeah, I gotta say, I am playing catch up hardcore, and
me
I
too.
will occasionally skip an ep.
Oh, yeah.
Because, sorry.
Like, if it's a filler app that doesn't have
look-
anyone evicted or immunity, like,
The
you
pressure
know.
test, not gonna lie, not
Yeah,
my fave.
no, don't really
It's
care.
like, I want the creativity
Yeah,
of the cast. I don't really love when they just have to replicate something.
yeah.
Depending on who the special guest is.
Oh.
But they've done one with the casting. So I love a Back to Win season.
Yeah, me too.
This one should just be called Back to Laura.
I know,
Because
yes.
let's be fucking real. They've put her back on to win.
Oh, absolutely.
Back for Laura to win.
Absolutely.
If she doesn't, I'll be shocked.
Yeah,
It's her or
same.
Sarah, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll be the final 2.
Sarah and her. Like,
Yeah.
not even a question.
Yeah. They could even do a double crowning.
Could you imagine? Is that would that be the first
I
time?
think so.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I love Sarah
Yeah,
so much.
me
Like,
too.
I cannot tell you.
She's such a boss.
I am so attracted to Sarah
Yeah.
in a way that I'm questioning my
You're
sexuality.
questioning, yeah.
Whenever she's on screen, I'm like, I'd like go silent.
Yeah.
She's so captivatingly beautiful.
Yeah.
She's like she's like a yoga instructor.
Yeah. Her demeanor,
Mm.
the way she holds herself, the way she manages to be calm in the face of everything. Like, even if she's frantic, it's still so still.
And the way she like operates as a like ally
Yeah.
to the Indian community is actually stunning.
Yeah.
I think she does it in because you know when like dude bros get really into like Mexican food or
Yeah.
whatever, and it's kind of like yes, hello Frida, and it's kind of a bit like Cringe Town. Sarah does it in this way where you're like, no, like you've put in the work.
Yeah.
You understand the cuisine and the culture
Yeah.
behind it, and you're paying respects,
Yes.
and you're doing it in like a boss bitch way.
Yeah. She is my personal favorite.
Your fave?
That I would want to win.
And then look, how do you feel about Laura?
Look, I like Laura,
Yeah.
and you can't. That's the thing. You never dislike anyone in this show.
No.
I really think like it's not.
Well-
I mean,
We'll get there.
yeah, we'll get
There's
there.
a few.
But for the most part, like you
Yeah.
root for them.
It's a
and, like,
warm hug, this show.
It is a warm hug, this show, and it's like, you know, but it is, yeah, as you said, everything is being orchestrated to put them to
but
a
I
final.
love Laura. We went to Laura's restaurant in Adelaide a few years ago, and she
Yeah.
was there. She came out. She talked to us.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, and she just, I love her. She's like the girls I went to high school with.
Yeah,
And I love now she's like a mum.
yeah.
Did she just like pop out a kid like 2 minutes before
I
the
think
season
so.
started? Like crazy.
Yeah.
She's Superwoman. I mean, plus, oh my God, when they do the like moments with her and Andy, like reminiscing about Jock, oh my God.
Yeah,
I get emotional, girl.
yeah.
It's a
No,
lot.
it's something that I don't think like is ever going to leave any of these people. That
No.
him. Like it's
No.
it's it's a very moving every
Yeah.
time they mention it, because it's just, you know, what a harrowing thing they all have to go through, and I think they're kind of all bonded over it as well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The judging panel are back.
Yes.
It's their second season? Third.
Third? I think it's their third. Is it?
Maybe even. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
third?
They feel they're humming now.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I mean, like, loving them. I saw this, like, clip from MasterChef Canada
Yeah.
the other day on Reddit. Like, someone posted it being like, whoa, did you guys, like, know that the other MasterChef franchises are not like ours? And they showed it, and it's like, this guy screaming.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you
chaos.
give me this. He's,
Yeah.
like, yelling and, like, throwing shit at them.
It is in name
So-
only.
So I do like, and then all the comments like, yeah. All the rest of them are like this.
Yeah.
The Australian one is known for being kind
Yeah.
and supportive, which is what I
They
like.
compliment sandwich everything.
Which I love. And
Yep.
it feels genuine. And I know it's produced television, but this is the only one where I actually forget.
Well, I think also because you got Poe there as well.
Oh,
She's been through it.
Fucking
I
love
love Poe
Poe.
so
like,
much.
oh my God.
But like, she's been through it.
Mm.
They've all been under the microscope in
Yeah.
some way in their chosen, like whether they've been a chef or a critic. They all know what this is like.
And it's they say everything. It feels like a big family,
Totally.
which I'm all about. Who else from this cast should we talk about? Audra. She's been getting some airtime.
She has, yeah.
Yeah, I've got some pickies here if you need.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have.
I
to
don't remember her season.
No, she's real. There's something about her. I'm like, you're fucking great.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's really coming up in all the challenges.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, like she's always, she'll come out of nowhere and they'll be like, oh wow, this was really fucking
And
great.
they always pitch it to us like she's either gonna fuck it up and go home or slay. And then like to date, she's been slaying.
Yeah, she's been slaying.
Yeah. Andre,
Oh,
can we just? So I totally get another one where he must have been early days, right?
Yeah.
I'm weirdly attracted to Andre, but he's kind of annoying.
He's kind of annoying and he's really in his head.
Oh yeah,
He's so in his
he
head.
is. He
and
needs to
it's
chill.
Not been a good week for him.
Yeah.
And like he's very. It always starts, like all these challenges start with like catastrophe.
Mm-hmm.
So he never gets out of that mindset. And they don't end up bad, I don't think, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes, he'll fuck up a big thing or something, whatever. But like, he just starts off and then can't get out of that.
And he's got a really annoying South Australian accent.
Yeah, just the
Like,
twinge.
it's really-
Yeah. It is a different accent.
But he's cute. Yeah. I like that I don't remember him from before. There's actually a lot of kind of earlier on people.
Well, that's
that
the thing.
are
I'm glad
back.
you've got the photos up.
Yeah.
There are so many people in this show.
Yeah.
And we're like, it still feels like there's that many in there.
It does.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, Bo, I'm like, sorry? Are you on the show?
Yeah. Yeah,
She's
I
like,
know.
She is not. She's not. Same with Alana. What?
Yeah.
These people there. Ben is getting a lot of screen time because of his bloody pin,
Yes.
which he won't fucking
Yes.
play. But I kind of like his cheeky little.
He's
vibes.
I'm enjoying him, and I think he's doing some good stuff.
Yeah, he's got cool dad energy.
Yeah.
Like I want to. Yeah.
Kath's
I want
gone.
to smoke a joint with him and like I
Yeah.
don't know, talk about food.
Yeah.
Callum, another one that I cannot explain, but I'm very sexually attracted to
Yeah.
Callum.
This is a really big season for you in terms of people you're sexually attracted to. Because I mean, you've had Darrsh, like your forever love.
Gosh. R.I.P.
I know. We haven't even got there.
I
yet,
know.
doll. Oh well, spoilers.
But yeah, no, Callum, he's like profusely sweaty, kind of like eternally kind of twinky, and
Yeah,
for some
yeah,
reason,
yeah.
I don't know, I'm into that.
yeah, I've got to
No?
say, Andy. Some of his
Andy
looks
Allen.
in the Judge Andy.
Yeah.
Some of his looks, like I'm like fucking hell, daddy.
Well,
Like,
because
he's
remember when they
looking
first,
really good.
he's hot. When they
Yeah.
first started dressing him, remember he would always be in like an oversized pant.
Yes.
And like a little tucked in t-shirt. And I was like, no.
So-
but now they're getting it
And he had
right.
like a white singlet on and like a blue shirt, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, and he's hot.
hot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like very hot.
very hot.
Plus, I did see him IRL when I went to like a taping at the food stalls challenge at the big market
Oh,
last
that's
year.
right. You went. That's right.
And IRL, very captivating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Poor
that's
Kath.
I love Jamie.
Oh, see, love Jamie.
Love Jamie.
He's also hot,
Like,
right?
hot.
And he's a cheeky fucker.
Yeah. No.
He gives
love
hospo
Jamie.
vibes. Like
Yeah.
you can see him like working at the restaurant,
Yeah.
clocking off, punching like 20 darts.
Absolutely.
Like pushing back cocktails.
Yeah.
He's fun.
Yeah. He's giving like Jeremy Allen wants his face. in the
Yes.
band vibes,
Yes.
You know? Like, that's how he works.
The bear.
Yeah. It's hardcore.
Love him. Love Dipinda. She's like a bit of a dark horse.
She is a dark horse.
She could come out. She could be top
And
three.
she did some good stuff this
Yeah,
week.
this week she was kind of slaying.
Yeah. And who else have we got? Samira.
Oh, I love,
Love her.
Samira.
I love her
She's
so
like mum.
much.
She's like the mum of the show.
I know.
Yeah, Samira's doing great. she gives really good confessional. She's always like, oh, I don't know, I thought it was all over, but then I told myself,
Yeah.
you can do this one. And it's like,
Yeah.
and you're at home just like fist pumping for Samira.
Exactly. Yeah.
Declan has grown on me. He's the one who's, Declan's my
Oh, no,
name and fish is my...
I actually really liked
Oh,
Declan.
no, it's the
I've got
same.
a lot of time
But on
for
his
him.
season, I was like, shut up.
Yeah, and in this season, I think he's really coming to his own, and he had such a good
Yeah.
moment this week.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
And he got the Lee Kum Key deal.
so good.
Yeah, he's like a lovable larrikin character, which I'm like, okay, Channel
And
10.
I think that is
I'll
the-
give you this one.
And I think that is the kind of beauty of these kinds of shows, is they throw all these people that would never normally actually hang out together,
Fuck no.
and they find like joy with.
They
in
found common
hanging
ground
out.
through
They
food.
do, and that's beautiful. It's the same as Bake Off and stuff. like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
It's great interviewing because it's just warm hug
Yeah.
stuff. Jimmy loved Jimmy.
I know.
We just love a camp cow in the kitchen. Who the fuck else is here? Rhiannon and Rue are both gone,
I know.
which not mad about. I liked Rue, but she was another one in her head.
Yeah.
And Rhiannon I've never really liked. She's always like, oh, I'm from Queensland and I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
she
do
always
fancy
struggled.
shit."
She always struggled, didn't she? Yeah.
Sav, another one gone too soon.
I know, absolute queen.
Because she's such a queen. But Snezh we still have on
I
our
fucking love
screens.
Snezh.
Snezh is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love her.
She's a little bit too old. Look at her looking like Anne Hathaway there or something. Like she's...
well, not Anne Hathaway
No,
now.
no.
Yeah.
She does have a, like... Snezh is like, what are you doing on the television, honey?
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah. And
She's so wholesome.
Yeah, she's so wholesome.
I can't be in the same world as Snezh. Like, I'm too, like, inappropriate for Snezh.
You need more chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't want to, I wouldn't want to
No.
ruin her.
But I also feel like Sarah would tolerate your
Yeah.
chaos for a little bit, and then she'd be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah,
You know,
true.
Like she would appreciate filth in the kitchen and being a bit, but then she'd be like, "Nah, get the fuck to work."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theo is another little hottie.
Yeah, I do love Theo.
And I love that he's just all about bread.
I know.
That's, give me a Greek boy that can knead
you
with those strong hands. And then Tim, not for me.
Yeah.
I think we discussed his toasty last time you were here.
Yeah, pretty basic.
Just kind of like whatevs.
Yeah.
But yeah, season, it's been pretty good. We've had, how many weeks have we had? We've had 6 weeks. 6 weeks of it. The first week we had Gordon Ramsay. Because apparently they shot the American MasterChef in Flemington at our studio this year.
Okay.
Which I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Before Trump, is tariffing the fuck out of offshore film production.
yeah.
So good thing they got that in. So that's why Gordon Ramsay was there, I think, because he would have just finished filming, because he's the host of that one.
Oh,
So he would have
okay,
hung around, done the first week of ours, and then fucked off and taken a huge check. Well done. It was, but TBH, like, he's not right for this show.
Well, no, it's too.
He's too mean.
Even though this is him on Valium,
Yeah,
like it is very. It's still aggressive. You know, like it's. But look, at the same time, I do appreciate them having like kitchen challenges like this, where they have to run a night. I think that is good. But you are right. It is just. You know, Curtis. What's his face?
Curtis. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, like
hot,
and more for this show.
Yeah, because
he's the right balance.
Well, he's the bloody Coles delivery man. Him and the.
But he's still
farmer.
tough. But he's not.
The farmer kills me. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but still tough, but not. Gordon Ramsay energy.
You just know Curtis has got some like stuff out there, like.
Oh yeah.
Allegedly, I don't know. I just
Oh, he would.
He gives me pest vibes.
Yeah, no.
But I would say yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be MasterChef's really busy for you, doll.
So Gordon started. They did this twist this year, which I thought was very un-MasterChef, where they were like, "You guys are all plebs back to win.
Yes.
But then Callum, Sarah, and Laura are superstars back to win. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that was really
Wow,
Yeah.
we're ranking now.
Yeah, that was
That's new.
That was cunty.
I thought that was a bit shit.
Yeah.
Just pepper them in there because it kind of makes them also awkward for them. They've got to be like,
Well,
thanks for putting
and
the target on me.
Yeah, you understand why they're kind of doing it because they're like, these are the ones that have actually gone out and done it, you know?
Yeah.
But it isn't in the spirit of the show.
No. Ben kept up with Gordon the best and won the pin.
He certainly did.
Last time I checked, he still is in possession of the pin.
Was this
Yeah, I don't think he played it.
Well, who was the one that played it in the last episode?
Did he play it?
I think he did.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
no,
did?
He did.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I wasn't
because
paying
with
attention. There's,
it's a lot of episodes.
With the slicing.
Thing.
Oh,
where
he did
cut
play
it.
it. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right,
so
great.
because he's egg stuffed up, so he was like, nuts, fuck this.
Oh,
and
great. Good on him.
went up
I'm
to
also
the
glad to
gallery.
see it played.
Yeah, you got it.
The tension of that is always like, come on.
Yeah.
Great. And they did a late night snack immunity challenge, which I love that. I love when they do like pub food, like dirty food. Like that's, I love.
And I have to
those
say, I can't
challenges.
remember who did it. If you brought up the photo, I can tell you. But maybe it was Andre. Was he? Or was it?
Andre had a good start to the season.
Yeah. Who was the one that did the assassin pasta in the late night?
That was him.
Andre.
Yeah, that pasta looked fucking
so good.
great.
But I took umbrage with the judges going, I've never heard of this. I'm like, how have you never heard of this? It is.
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I know. No, I agree. They were like,
I
what?
was like,
Pasta?
oh,
you just put the
crunchy
pasta in raw. I'm like,
pasta?
yeah, bitch. There's like heaps of recipes.
Like
that.
literally, it's a very standard dish.
I called bullshit on that.
Yeah, me too. I was like, all right, calm down. Like, come on. I've literally it's assaulted me on TikTok. Everyone, like, it was a viral food. Why wasn't this on the viral food challenge? You know, like people know about this dish.
Don't even get me started on viral week. Fuck me.
Oh well, yeah. There's a
we need
lot
to.
discuss.
Can we ban viral week?
Agreed.
I'm done. Audra though won the challenge, so she got her prawn takoyaki with Indian flavors on Gordon's menu. And when they do these things, I'm always like, who is this a prize for? Because Gordon's getting free
what does
promo.
She get out of it?
Does she get to go to the restaurant in London and try them? Probably not.
Does she get a proceed of the sales?
Yeah, absolutely. Is her name on the menu?
Yeah.
Does it say like I need the T's and C's, honey?
Yeah,
of
like, at
this
least give her an
prize.
all expenses paid trip to like set it up. And,
Yeah.
you know, in the kitchen and be like, here's how you do it.
It's like when they do the sauce.
Yeah, I know.
I
I
love
didn't
when
get
they
to
do
try
the sauce.
the sauce last season.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, it was
I gotta try
good.
the sauce.
Yeah.
The meatballs, Italian meatballs. Was that last season?
Because that was her like Indian inspired.
Italian.
Yeah.
It was good. But yeah, again with that, I'm like, are they getting a cut?
Yeah,
Their
nothing.
name's on the bottle. I think it's just like that's to start your food journey.
And
It's
also,
like,
how long does it stay
give
on
me
the
some
menu? Is it
cash.
just like a seasonal thing, a day?
surely,
Thing? Yeah,
it's like a bar snack.
Yeah, exactly. It looked fucking.
They
great,
looked great.
though.
I love a takoyaki.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was shocked because I thought that was going to flop hard.
Yep.
When she explained it, I think they loved the story about her husband and
Yes.
her and like the week 2 was Legends Week
Of course.
for some reason, and this was when old mate Tim
Yeah.
made a Forrest Gump inspired toasty that was an abomination.
Yeah.
But Kath cooked her mushrooms and
She
got
did.
sent home first.
Well, we don't cook mushrooms anymore. Don't you remember that?
Put them straight in.
Put them straight.
Peter Gilmore rocked up. We love Peter Gilmore doing a mystery box challenge.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And then we had Kirsten Tibbles. Yeah, they just brought out all the stalwarts of the franchise. She had a coffee caviar tin that they had to recreate, which actually it was quite chic.
So I have an issue with
Things that look like other things.
and desserts, which I will get to.
Oh, okay.
So my issue with desserts, which we're going to get it into viral week.
Oh, fuck.
I am not a dessert person. I'm
No.
a savoury person.
Same.
And I think the absolute horror they put these contestants through to make these elaborate desserts, which at the end of the day, it's not the most satisfying meal. It's the end
No.
of, like, it's not your main meal. The absolute horror. They're like, you've got
Yeah.
4 hours on the clock.
Plus, there's a whole nother show now. They have
Exactly.
Dessert Masters with that absolutely infuriating Frenchman that I cannot stand.
Oh, yes, yes,
He
yes,
is
yes.
like, he induces the opposite response to everyone that
Yeah.
I've mentioned that I'm into on this show. Like, I get,
Yeah.
like, my dick like goes inside my
Yeah,
body
it's just
and
an
just
innie.
disappears.
But it's like, my thing is, it's like you go to all this work for something that is literally consumed in 2 bites.
True.
Like, it's just the whole payoff just feels so unsatisfying.
I know, and I'm always like, because I'm the same as you. I'm not that into sweets. Like, I love a sweet, but
I mean, of
I'm
course
not
I'll
like
eat a piece of
I'm not
chocolate
like
cake.
a
I'm not a
cake girl.
monster.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I'm not. It's not the thing that I'm like. I don't go out to breakfast and be like, oh, I must have that acai bowl with some,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
honey ricotta
No,
pancakes. No, I'm getting the bacon and eggs.
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, and when they're judging the desserts, I'm always like, okay, but it's just sweet. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. But when you have a well balanced dessert, it does stand out to
Oh,
you. But I
absolutely.
feel like that's few and far between. I don't know. You're right.
Maybe it's just me angry because I'm on a calorie deficit and like,
Definitely.
desserts don't exist
Definitely.
to me. So it's like that's 700 calories and it's 2 mouthfuls. So
Then we got to see Shannon Bennett again, who I'm always happy to see. I was surprised he wasn't made like a main judge, but maybe he's not into that. Was this when they had to wrap stuff? I think so.
yes,
It was like banana leaves.
Yes,
and
yes, yes,
things.
yes.
And Theo won immunity for the Luca Martis, which it's done.
Fucking love Lucamides. Oh.
Put anything in a deep fryer. And
All right, Lucamides.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
We'll go to the. Well, it feels like
we're
you're
like,
actually.
I
eating
hate
something.
sweets. Oh, donuts. Yeah,
Because
it's a
it's like-
substantial
You
donut.
can be full after them.
Week 3 started with the fucking cube challenge.
Your
Which-
favorite.
We need to. Even reading these notes, I'm like, Jamie misidentified strawberry as plum, and his team went into round 2, and that's because Jamie's been punching too many darts
Yeah.
in
absolutely.
the smokos.
Or had COVID, like
Yeah.
one of the two.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. It's like, can't taste the strawberry from a plum. Then we had Tim successfully crisped the skin on his roast pork belly,
Yep.
which, I don't know, Tim, for me, just everything he does, I'm like, that looks shit.
Yeah.
Even if it's great, I just choose to not enjoy Tim.
Well, he's got it. It's not a refined
No.
way of making food. He's very much like slap it on the plate.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there's an audience for Tim.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of housewives going,
Yeah.
oh, what a lovely
I know.
man
Wouldn't you love to shack up with him? Yeah.
in Ballarat or
Yeah.
wherever he's from. And then Steph got eliminated because
Yep.
she air fried some pork belly, and yeah, girl, no.
Big no.
Then we had the fridge invention test. This is the knock fridge.
Yeah.
I did this product placement did work on me.
Yeah,
I
it
want
did.
this fucking
Right, yep.
fridge. It's so chic.
Yeah.
You don't have to open it. You just give it a little tap. I was into it. Andre won dish of the day and a $5,000 voucher,
Great.
which I was like, just give him the fridge.
Just give him the fridge.
I thought that would have been a better tie.
Yeah.
It's probably worth $5,000, right?
Oh, probably, yeah, if not more. So
Anyway.
he can buy half of it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Then we had Curtis Stone. He's
Oh.
a large man.
Yeah.
He's
He's
probably
a
as tall
unit.
as you.
He's a unit.
Yeah. Yeah, big
And
man.
what a unit.
There's definitely a lot of housewives,
Oh,
us
frothing.
included, that are like,
Yeah,
oh,
frothing.
Curtis is back. Great hair.
Yeah.
Still got it.
Still can't get but the days of the $10 meal at Coles are gone, Curtis. Sorry.
Exactly.
Bye,
And they had to also, I hate his food because it's always like, oh, you can just nip down to Coles and just whip up this pork loin. It's a South Stall free pork. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. But it's
Well, you
just-
can whip
it's
down
boring.
to Coles, but
Yeah.
your family won't eat for a week because you've spent all your food budget on this pork loin.
Ben and Snez's dishes were near perfect, and Ben won immunity.
See, that's what Schnez is a real.
She's
really fucking good.
she's doing it. She's doing the thing. Jean-Christophe had a French service immunity challenge. Darrsh made a Paris breast
Mm.
once again. It's his thing. I always forget that
You love
Darsh is
Darsh's
like.
Perry breast.
I
don't
do.
you?
I love that Darsh is like a true verse queen. Like she can do desserts, but isn't like, oh, my whole personality is like
No.
dessert guy.
No.
She's like, no, I'm doing desserts. I'm doing everything else. That's why I like Darsh.
But has had some real success
Yeah.
with non-desserts. So
True.
yeah.
But they did give Darsh too much of a share house storyline this season.
Yes.
They kept being like, oh, now that I live with Nat and some other guy from my season, I'm like, okay. Are you
And
guys
let's be
starting a YouTube channel? What's going on?
I know, and let's be real. I'm sure the house is not really like your standard share house. It'd be. I'm sure it's very lovely and open and fabulous. And
Isn't it in North Melbourne?
yeah, it's probably
It's like a
it's
really.
probably like
I
a
think
warehouse.
I think it's
Yeah.
really close to
Yeah.
here.
No, because remember I was like, yeah,
Yes.
I've seen that around.
I
Yeah.
keep seeing Darsh.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a
So
lovely
it's
warehouse
in the building.
apartment.
I'm like,
sure
oh,
and I'm sure they
hey
have
guys.
I'm sure they have a level each.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think that'd be in a
Do you reckon
really
they've got the
something swanky
knock
now.
fridge?
They would have the knock fridge, and maybe they have a couple of kitchens.
Yeah.
They'd have to. There's too many of them. Could you imagine fighting over kitchen
I think they're
space?
trying to pitch a show.
Yeah.
That's what it was
Yeah.
giving. It was giving like, oh, just three kooky kids from
Yeah.
MasterChef living in a house together.
Hey,
Doesn't that sound good?
Hey, share house kids, you too can cook this. And it's
Totally.
like something absolutely ridiculous that no share
I
house
would watch
cook. Yeah, but we'll watch.
Exactly. Week 4, finishing with flair, elimination challenge. I liked this, except for the multiple Anzac related dishes. I was like, ugh,
Yeah.
a real flop for me.
Yeah.
Discussing the diggers. It's like, what?
Look, but you know they're still pitching it to Middle Australia.
Yeah,
so
true. But then they'll throw in like a wattle seed or something, so it's like woke. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, fuck off.
You hear
Tim.
that wattle seeds? You're woke.
Tim, bloody Tim. And I did like as well, the contestants got a little bit snippy with this challenge because they had to
Yes.
like give flair, and I think some of them were like, fuck that. So some of them just did like silly bits.
Yeah.
Like Andre, like, what did he do? Did he just like do a bit? He like pretended that the thing was on fire.
Oh,
or
that's
something.
right. Yes.
And
yeah.
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
now let's
yeah.
get some order back in the
Yeah.
court.
Yeah.
They were
But
having too much
they
fun.
were having too much fun.
But also calling out how dumb
Yeah.
those challenges were. Who went then? Matt. That's right. One of the two. And I thought there's no way they're going to eliminate someone who did an Anzac sacred
I know.
dessert, but they
Yeah.
got rid of him. And I
No,
was
they
like, good.
did. If your dessert sucks, your dessert sucks.
Exactly. Then we had the puppy dog cake. Remember this? The
Yeah.
balloon animal cake, which, yeah, again, I just shut down.
I
at
shut
this point.
down.
But Ben always seems to be in the elimination.
Yep.
Never plays the pin,
Never
except
plays
for
the pin. No.
last night.
Yep.
And then, yeah, always stays. So they give him the nickname the Eliminator, which sounds great in a Kiwi accent. So
The Eliminator.
yeah. Then they went to Sydney for one episode,
That's right. Yep.
which I'm like, is that the travel budget?
Yep.
Or do you think they're going to
well,
go on an
there's too many
overseas trip?
contestants. That's why.
True.
They can't fly them all to Singapore this time.
But I love they went all the way to Sydney. Well, all the way, it's not that fucking far. But they went to Sydney to go to the like James Squire
I know.
pub. I was like,
Oh.
no. Go somewhere nice.
Don't they have one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go
They're
there.
it's like a chain.
yeah,
There's like,
exactly.
well, I think last season they went to the one in Frankston.
That's right. Yes.
So they've slightly improved that. But it is my favourite challenge where they do pub food. So I
Yeah.
did appreciate that. It was like a fish and chips vibe. So of course, yeah, Declan, Callum and Bo. Bo, I'm told, is a person on this show.
That we have never seen.
I'm not
Yep.
aware
Yep.
of his presence. But
No.
yeah. Week 5 was the surf and turf. Loved this.
Yes.
Josh Starlin. I love Josh Starlin. He comes in, he's like chopping up, fucking treating that fish like it's a beautiful cut of meat.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I was actually like
Yeah. It was
properly impressed by
yeah.
this. And then they had to do a surf and turf thing. Again, I like when it's like a daggy thing, but they've got to make it cool.
Yeah.
That's a fun thingo. But Rhiannon's lobster wontons in beef broth, which a lot of people did this.
Yeah.
They did a beef dumpling or a fish dumpling in like a beef soup or vice versa. Which I thought was a bit of a cop out.
Yes. But it's like, how many things of surf and turf can you do?
True, but yeah, I would still, if I was ordering a surf and turf, I would want both meats to be
absolutely.
present, not one to just be like a broth or a
The
sauce.
broth is absolutely a cop out.
Yeah. Then we had like Ottolenghi's like protege girl.
Yeah.
I did not like her.
No.
She just was kind of boring.
Yeah. No charisma.
But it also sounds like a total ghostwriter situation where she actually writes all of his books. No?
Yeah. I know, it's like the wife with clean clothes.
That was the vibe I was getting from her. And she was kind of like, she's finally broken free from the writer's room.
Yeah.
And she's on TV, which is great, but I don't know.
But she's never been in front of a
She
camera
was
before.
too easily impressed.
Yeah.
Like, someone made a toast, she's like, that's the best toast I've ever had in my life. I'm like,
You said that
it's
about
like, we
the
get
last
it, you're
person,
English. Like,
Yeah.
welcome to Australian cuisine. But I think she should have at least acted a little bit more, like, tough.
Yeah.
And Audra, Rue, Sarah, and Tim were sent to a pressure test after that.
Oof.
And what was this? Oh, this was the strawberry and sourdough with elderflower. I don't remember this.
No, neither do I.
It was a
because it's also
dessert one. We
dessert.
switched
Yeah,
off.
we switched off.
Yeah. Oh, I remember Rue being eliminated though. So maybe
Yeah.
I did watch it. That's right. It was kind of, it was a dessert of bits,
Yeah.
which I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of, where it just
No.
looks like cake has been ripped up
Yeah.
and then there's like foams and shit.
Let's
Yeah.
get to this.
Emulsions.
Let's get to the big one.
We finally made it to
Oh, God.
viral week.
There's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they started with this butter thing. I like the butter sculpture.
I know. I like that. I'd have that and use it for my morning toast. Just scrape
Chunk-
a bit of-
It would be fantastic. Yeah, and then Tim was finally eliminated. So thank you,
Yeah.
for doing that. Then fucking Sushi Mango rock up.
This has really
How-
ruffled feathers, hasn't it?
How are they so popular? Can you explain it to me?
Well, look, it's the same thing. They go for, it's going for
Yeah.
your everyday Australian,
Mm-hmm.
and especially, with the Greek and
Yes,
Italian
yeah,
community and stuff, they're very popular.
In the
There's a couple of
burbs.
things that they've done, like videos that are quite funny, but like this was about as funny as,
Oh, it was not that. I
Like-
did not even muster up a pity lol.
No.
I was concerned
Yeah.
for my safety.
I don't know what it
I
was.
felt unsafe.
Yeah, I don't know how or why they were on it.
And what was with the goggle box
I know.
style? Oh, we're just watching the show. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was
I was
just-
embarrassed
it
to be
felt
involved.
A jump the shark moment. That's what it felt like for me. Like, it really felt like this show was like, what the
Felt like the
fuck?
end of my. I was like,
It
all right,
did.
wrap it up. This
Like, we're
is the
done
last
now.
season.
We can't go. Like, you can't.
Can't
like,
go. The show can never recover.
Like, it was truly so misguided.
It was fucked.
And the thing was that I'm really happy about is that the majority of people watching, when you go on the comments and stuff, were like, what the fuck
Yeah,
was
that made me happy.
this?
I did feel sane going on Reddit afterwards and seeing everyone be like, are these people funny? Because there's a lot of international viewers, and I think they were
Yes.
confused because they were
Yeah.
they were told that these were Australia's
But at the
favorite comedians.
They pack out bloody Rob
yeah,
Labour Arena
what?
for like a week.
Are they
were-
always dressed as nonnas in a kind of
They do a bit of
mildly
both.
transphobic way?
Yeah.
Because what they also do the
And they've
the
got that
nonnos.
restaurant in...
yes in Lygon Street, which
Actually,
not gonna lie, the restaurant. Okay, the
I
restaurant.
love the camp aesthetic of it.
The restaurant looks great. Every time I walk past, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to go there.
Like, it looks like a nonna's house
yeah,
from the...
looks like a nonna's house. It's very cute, but the food, I always perv on the food, and it looks a bit average.
It would be.
It would be, but you'd go for the
experience,
of the
yeah.
aesthetic. So I like that.
But
Yeah. Even watching the cast have to pretend to be like, yes.
I know,
because
because
they were.
And Laura was like, who could it be?
Laura wanted to unalive. She was like, fuck this.
I know, but like,
No,
she's
like,
I can't-
oh, your name is Laura. And she was like,
I know, but I just love how the whole episode she's like, I don't know who it is. Like, who could it be? This is like my heritage, and then she's like confronted with the reality, and she's just like,
yeah.
fuck.
It was truly
And then we had to suffer through
awful.
like 3/4 of an episode of them judging because of
That
their
was
commentary.
the longest judging of all time.
Yeah.
And they just said they contributed absolutely nothing.
They know nothing about food.
Christian, it was so bad.
It was truly.
But how do they know nothing about food when they own a restaurant?
Well, they wouldn't be in charge of any of the food.
It just would have been better if they let them do one bit, like get your little bit out of the way one time,
But a
pre-recorded,
whole- Yep.
and then come in as you, and then the contestants could actually go, oh, so like, how did you guys like turn these stupid bits into
Yeah.
a career? Like that would have been interesting.
Yeah. But no. it
But
was
no, we had to
just-
have them, and they cannot character act for very long.
No,
I
there is
wouldn't
no
say.
such thing as improvisation with them.
No. Yeah, that was a flop. So I was 10, but
Some good dishes, though, I thought. There was some
yeah.
really
Oh,
interesting
well, that's the
dishes.
thing.
That's the thing.
Always
And I actually didn't mind the whole spanakopita
loved that.
thing. I was like, it looked
Santa
fucking
Copita
great. I
pasta.
would
Not
eat
that crazy either.
No,
because you
it's
can
just
have a
really-
ricotta and spinach like
Exactly.
tortellini anyway.
And I was like, no, but obviously, they make
Yeah.
a joke out of that, and that was about their reaction was about as funny as
Oh, the Greeks and the Italians. Okay.
just
Yeah. No, that never again. Then we had, wait for it, another
Don't get me
person.
fucking started on this episode.
Another person that I'm attracted to though is the dessert master,
Oh yeah,
John Demetros. He's a tasty.
I just wish he loved
tasty
savory
ball daddy.
food.
Yeah, I'm sure he does too, but
But this,
he's good at making. Is he the tarts and on guy? I think he is.
Yeah, I
So
think
he likes
so.
an on.
Yeah. Oh.
He is a tasty little snack, but also a chocolate meteor.
Like
Soz.
that's the thing. This
Not
is what
into
just
it.
gets me fucking pissed off. I can't deal with the amount of work this takes for
To
something
look that it was like a kid's science project. Like I made a
and
meteor.
they're frothing over it, and the fact you had to have a balloon in it, and like
No.
couldn't- like all
Absolutely
for
not.
such an unsatisfying conclusion. All that work, and
It
putting
looked like a
these-
piece of poo.
Yeah, and putting these contestants through absolute hell. And poor Andre and tempering his chocolate a million times.
I know. I
and-
was like, bring back the balloon dog.
I know,
Like,
but
like at
bring
least
it back.
At
We
least
welcome back our new glorious leader, the balloon dog. Bring it back.
At least it wasn't a poo.
I know.
Shape. Yeah.
Just an
I don't know,
absolute-
man.
Yeah, this was a flop episode
But
for me.
Snej won
And look,
immunity.
rightfully so.
So we loved that for our queen.
Love this for her, but
Yeah.
for me, I just found this was the hardest episode for me to
Yeah,
get
it
through.
was bad.
Because at least with the Sushi Mango, I could do a hate watch.
Oh, I was like hate masturbating
Yeah,
to Sushi Mango.
absolutely.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
This is
Did you
so
follow that up
bad.
with an just like that? Because what a night! You'd be exhausted the next day.
Then they did redeem themselves. I loved this sandwich challenge the next day.
Oh,
so good.
So good.
Every episode should have a quick fire sandwich round at the start.
Yep, agreed.
Love.
Agreed.
So fun.
So good. Like there was and the lobster thing that came out of this.
So then they had to do the like crossover thing, like a
Yeah.
cronut or whatever.
Yeah.
Declan killed it with the lobby lair
Like
and
that-
lobster eclair.
That
Delish.
just looked
I
extraordinary.
could put a few of those away. I
Oh
reckon.
yeah, absolutely.
Also, good challenge. Like, yeah, get them to come up with a trend.
Yeah.
So it kind of made sense
Yeah, agreed.
within the
that
week.
was better. Yeah, that worked
Yeah.
for me.
Then they had this guy who apparently has 5 billion streams and 16 billion views, and I was like, I've never heard of this
Never
man.
heard of him. Yeah.
And he just was like an average guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like power to him.
Yeah. Well, it's
I'm
like that guy that's writing a book just because he wrote a reviewed books on TikTok. you know?
Yes, but this is the algorithms are doing strange things these days,
Oh, look, I
and
think
this was proof of that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think probably our algorithms are very finely attuned to what.
Oh, yeah. My reels. Can I tell you? There's actually a lot of food on my reels.
Yeah.
Then there's a lot of hairy men,
Yeah. So,
and then like tattoos.
yeah.
What's on yours? On Chihuahuas.
Just a lot of show tunes.
Yours is
gay
Patty
porn.
Lapone.
Yeah.
And do we both get Chihuahua content shortly?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes it's both. Sometimes it's hot guys with Chihuahuas.
Have you seen the one that's like lives in the Ukraine that's got like 3 Chihuahuas? The Chihuahua daddy?
Yeah.
I love him.
And he's got like 3 of them, and he goes,
He loves
and
them
he's like,
so much. And he just kisses them and he's so in love with them.
he like looks after, and he's like bathing them.
I know.
But those Chihuahuas are drugged, right? Because I could not
surely,
hold
I know.
Frida like that. She would be like,
yeah,
fuck off.
like Bruiser would literally
yes.
annihilate me if I even tried. Like I have to take Bruiser down to the one with the there's a pet shop near me that has like one of the huge ones for big dogs, and I put him in there and he still manages to get the fuck out of that. He has jumped over it. He hates being bathed so much.
Yeah. Oh, if I walk near the cupboard, where the bucket that we bathe her in is located, she's straight under the couch.
Yeah.
Even if I just like suggest.
Yeah, I know.
Cupboard.
They fucking hate it.
I'm so excited that someone else knows about this Ukrainian man.
Oh, I love
He's
it.
prolific, and it's called, what's it called? Like In Love.
Yeah, it's
Chihuahua
something
in
weird.
love.
It's like so obviously like Google translated, which I love.
And he's a huge, ripped.
Like
tattered man.
He looks like if you walk down a dark alley, depending on how it could go, you could either be murdered or have a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like UFC fighter vibes. And then he's just got 3 Chihuahuas and he just treats them like little princess
I know,
angels.
and it's like...
It's a great content.
You want to come back. If you come back reincarnated, it's as one of his dogs.
Oh, yeah.
You would
just
want
in
for
those
nothing.
big arms.
Exactly. Oh.
I love that.
I love that we've
fucking
gone
guy.
to Ukrainian Chihuahua daddy.
But then apparently, on some people's feeds, it's this bloke.
I know.
Just
I've
being
never
like,
heard of him.
and then they showed the videos. They were like, oh, there she's gone. They showed the video.
Oh, she's really going for it.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Good girl, Frida. They showed the clips and it was like the most basic shit ever. Which like I get it. People want to make the stuff. But it wasn't even like shot good.
No.
I mean, I can't talk. But do you know what I mean? I was scanned. I was like, what is going on in society?
Well, it's just, there are so many things now that you hear about that I have no idea exist.
Sushi mango. These guys,
that literally
the divide between
absolutely
normal people and us
queers. Like literally, I think it is the great divide is normal people and queers.
It is. And then fucking Darrsh got eliminated, which I was really sad about. They sent my boyfriend home back to his share. He even mentioned the share house as he got eliminated. He was like, better just hop on back to the old share house with that. Who knows what we're going to get up to?
Better get on the number 57. Yeah. Oh, no, it'd be 59 because it's coming from... No, it would be the 57. 57. The showgrounds and straight drops you off at Errol Street.
Or a very low-cost Didi.
Yeah. Oh, I love Didi.
Yeah. Sad to see him go, but I think, again...
It was just...
He regressed, no? Like was he on last season? Whenever he was on. It was last one.
Season. Yeah.
He was so good, and I felt like this season he was not as confident.
Well, I think it is, even though in the first episode they pitted them against each other,
and they told them that they weren't as good as Laura Calamorsera.
But you do have people that have literally been out running restaurants.
That's true. Whereas he's been out running a share house. Yeah. Bless.
But you know what? We will see him again.
Oh, I have a feeling.
I have a feeling.
Well, now that
they've axed the project, they're probably going to announce a whole bunch of new shows coming soon, and one of them will be the share house show.
So tell me, what happened to the project?
Done after...
I mean, too bad, so sad.
Yeah, but like...
Oh no, people will have to actually engage with news media.
I know, actually, like news media that's not filtered through Tommy Little.
And that guy...
They
had... Yeah, Tommy's fine. You know the one that they had that was there to be like, I'm the grumpy right-wing guy. Okay, so...
He's truly awful.
Is he just gone now?
He'll be gone, yeah. So they end at the end of the month.
He... darked me out, man.
Well, they're putting him there to have the opposing
voice. But
it's just gross.
But how many times? I think in theory that sounds good.
Yep.
like The View or something. You know,
Yes.
we have like MAGA and Whoopi Goldberg in the same. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But no, it doesn't work like that.
No.
Or how many times would you watch that show and everyone would be having a
Really civil
really good
conversation.
conversation, and Waleed would be like talking about something political
And
in
look,
a
if-
really succinct way, and sometimes he could be a bit annoying, whatever. But and then Steve would just shit on the whole conversation by going, "Oh nah, I just don't think that's very Australian," and then there would just be awkward silence, and then they would just cut to
yeah.
the break.
I remember there was one time where there was a whole segment devoted to Dan Andrews not being allowed into golf clubs. And he literally went on for like 20 minutes, and you could tell they had to cut him off by the end because I'm like, this is
Yeah.
insane. Like, this
Yeah.
isn't actually offering anything of value. This is not offering a viewpoint. You're just a cranky old bastard.
Which
Yeah.
like could actually be funny.
Yeah,
but
it's
it just
not. He's
never
just not-
was.
and he's not intelligent enough to be funny.
It's like George Gruen.
Yeah,
I love Gruen. It's like having Russell Howcroft, who I love.
Yes.
Who like, I don't know, he's probably like he's more like centre conservative anyway, but he delivers his conservative. He's not even conservative. He's realistic.
Yeah, and I feel like
And
Waleed's the same in terms of he's always
Yeah,
very
yeah.
like in the center. He doesn't,
But
for the
like,
most part, yeah,
having him on that panel is a delight.
yeah,
And then you've got the whole thing with Tim and Todd, and like they play it up, but
Yeah.
they don't really disagree or don't like each other.
Yeah,
but they just have
totally.
different views, and it's
Yeah.
like light and shade.
yeah.
I think they were going for something like that,
And it's
but
just
Steve
never-
was not the right choice.
No, awful. But he's been on it for years.
Yeah.
years.
It's Australian television for you. It's
Yep.
like if you just sit around
you can
collecting
keep on going.
dust.
Yeah,
Fucking Carrie Ann.
I know.
That fucking Karen. She
Yeah.
sat on our screens for how long?
For so long.
Oh, just ugh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's
I
all.
can't.
End of the month done,
I've
doll.
had it.
Yeah.
What
End
are
of the month
what are our
done.
hopes and predictions for M Chef back to win?
I really want Sarah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she's
think
my-
it's Sarah's turn.
I think it's Sarah's turn.
But hang on, did she win before?
No, she
it
didn't.
couldn't be because
No.
I would love a double crowning between Laura and Sarah,
Yeah.
but I actually think I think Laura will come second again.
Yeah. And I just feel like the whole narrative about Sarah and the way how she's running
Queen.
restaurants,
Yeah.
doing like it's just
And that hair, just for her hair alone,
and just, those
give her
cheek-
the
and
crown.
the cheekbones, like everything about it, like she's just fucking flawless. What
Give her a
stunner.
Tony.
Give her a Tony.
Put her on Broadway.
She's taken over from Jersey. Yeah.
And just like that, Christian,
We got through
we've
a
done
lot,
it.
doll.
We
That was a
did.
lot.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
joining
so
me.
much. See you next time.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye bye.